the next drawing we're going to work on is a hand on the inside here. So same thing, we want to think about how these knuckles are, they're spheres, right? So the finger attaches onto the sphere right here. So the sphere's on both sides. It's very prominent on this side of our hand, and then on the inside it's not as prominent unless it's like really, really stretching, and then you can see all the little bumps of your hand. But we have a fat pad right here. This is the muscle of the thumb. That's what makes our thumb kind of be able to hold and grasp things. And then we have a fat pad here of the pinky. So it's like if I push up on it, you can kind of see on my hand that this is like what's cushioning us. So the hand's pretty bony. Right in the middle here is like the skinniest part of the hand, and then everything else around the inside has a lot of fat or muscle. So again, I'm going to start with my envelope shape. So I want to think about always about how it's going to be, it's too yellow. It's going to be a very simple shape. Here to here, here to here. So the yellow is my envelope shape, so that's what I'm going to draw now. So we can draw a measuring tilt out. This one's very long, so we have to just be careful of not making it too long or too short. I'm going to turn off my envelope shape. So I'm going to go over the construction a little bit. The palm of the hand is a box, so even on my hand right now, you can see this plane and this plane's in dark and this one's in the light. On this hand, we can see the inside palm, the bottom palm, and the side of the palm here of that plane of the box. It has a bit of an arc to it, so it looks like it just goes into one straight line. But if I were to draw the box correctly, like it would just go straight here or follow this parallel. But we have to think about how the hand has like a height to it, has an arch to it right in the middle. Again, we can't see as clearly the knuckles, but we can kind of think about like how the fingers attach on top of those knuckles there. And then I drew blue ones over sections of the hands to think about again how there's 3 knuckles on 4 of the fingers and 2 on the thumb, and how on the corners there you can really see where they're more round. So I'm going to turn, well, I'll keep everything on. So this is my envelope shape, and then my second step is going to be the block-in. The block-in is going to be all the negative space I'm thinking about. So like right here, I draw that negative space in. I'm going to first do a mitten shape. So a mitten shape is the thumb is separate and the 4 fingers are together. Okay, so that's a little bit more of my block-in of the contour of the outside of the hand. So now I'm going to go on the inside of the hand, start to kind of separate out all these different planes of the fingers curving. When you do this, you want to just remember to always have really light lines, very confident lines as well, so don't do any hairy lines like this. So try to have like really nice gauging tilts when you're measuring and locking in. Again, these have like a lot of times in the figure, in nature, in a lot of things in art, you can always look for patterns. So hands are a very natural one, comes very naturally. So there's always like a height or angles that you can look at. So this middle finger and then the ring finger and the pinky all kind of follow that same tilt. And then I'm going to put that tilt in, and after I put the tilt in, I want to think about the negative spaces between each form. I'm going to turn off some of this construction now for a while, just so I can clearly see the hand. I'm going to put in this fat pad here. This one's wider on the bottom, on the pinky, and then smaller on the top there. And the more time you spend on the construction, the more accurate your contour will be. So once I feel pretty good about that, I can start doing a little bit of the contour. I'm going to put a little bit of like a bump right here to think about how that part of the hand is where those knuckles are on the back side. So there's going to be a little bit of a roundness there. I'm going to go straight up like this. I want to think about where's the construction, like where are those knuckles kind of changing. This has a lot of foreshortening in it, so if I turn on this plane of the box is really facing towards me, so then the finger doesn't look as long as it does here. Like this one looks very long and this one looks very short because of that. And then I can start to put in a little bit of the construction that helps with the shadow shape. So this part of the shadow shape's all in dark. This plane is all in dark here. I don't have to outline every single box, every single sphere. I'm just going to use what I can to put in the correct shadow shape. So like this, it's going to be more curved, and then this side is going to have that curve. I'm going to go back straight here. This is be very careful, negative space here. Plane of the box. Plane of the box here. Think about the negative space between those two fingers. I'm gonna really describe these straight lines now, the straight edge for the shadow shape. And then her thumb looks a little too short, I think. It looks too small to me somehow. So I'm gonna go back up to there. Oh, you know what? This is too long, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna make it longer and see if it looks better. Just a little bit though. Put in this shadow plane here. So I did my envelope shape, and then I did blocking, and now I did a little bit of contour and a little bit of blocking in of the to value statement. Now I'm going to shade. There's a cast shadow right here from the pinky. Cast shadows are from other objects. Pinky is blocking the light from landing onto the palm, so it's casting a shadow there. Form shadows is because the form is changing. So the palm here is flat towards the light, and over here it's angling away and down from the light. The form is changing there. So that would be the to value statement on the hand. And then I'm going to do the cast shadow on the ground, and then we'll be done. I'm going to clean up some of my lines so the shadow statement's really clear. So that would be the envelope shape, block, and contour 2 value statement for the hand on the inside.